Assen in the north of the Netherlands for the final race, the final round of the European 125 Championship. Jorge Prado arrived here with a 1-point lead over the New Zealander Josiah Natski. Maxime Renault not riding this weekend and guaranteed third in the championship. Conrad Mewse will be looking to cement fourth place ahead of Miro Siivonen. We had a race yesterday, and it was Prado who was victorious over Jargo Geerts and Nathan Renkens, as Josiah Natski could only struggle to 10th. And as a result of that, the championship now looks like this: 296 for Prado and 281 for Josiah Natski. 15 points of difference between them. So the 125 riders just out on their sighting lap at the moment. Here's where we are, right in the north of the country, and not a million miles away actually from a circuit that we used to frequent. Actually not frequent, we went there twice I believe, in Norg. Very deep sand, very similar to this. This sand of course being pulled in from a nearby military base just around the corner. 25,000 cubic meters of sand. Not sure what the tonnage is on that, but it's a lot. And this 1,520 meter long circuit here at the road race circuit, the TT circuit of Assen, has been turned into an off-road venue. And this is how it looks. 15 points separate Prado from Natski. Renault third, guaranteed. Mewse fourth, but just 10 points separate him and Miro Siivonen. Mewse didn't make a great start yesterday. Kislagi, Knight and Renkens round out the top 8. After the first race, these results are, these championship standings. It was Prado who was victorious in race 1. Jargo Geerts was second in the race. He fell actually from second down to 5th and then quickly got himself back up into second place. Nathan Renkens, well, he came from outside the top 15 and clawed his way up to 3rd. Conrad Mewse was again outside the top 10, got himself to 4th. Ruben Fernandez Garcia of Spain, not normally now known for his sand riding skills, started 5th, got up to 2nd, fell back down to 7th, and eventually came home in 5th ahead of Glenn Meyer. Again, a rider started well outside the top 20. Miro Siivonen came home in 7th. Davide Kislagi on the TM was 8th. Egard Mikkelsen was 9th, and Josiah Natski was 10th, and he spent way too long, the first half of the race, hovering in and around the 20 to 22nd position. And then eventually, by lap 8, started to pull off passes on riders. 2 per lap. Got himself eventually back up to 10th position, but as we saw, that gap has gone from 1 point now to 15 between Prado and Josiah Natski. Mama Natski is here this weekend, of course, hoping that things work out in this second race. Here's how the riders were in time training. Prado, Geerts, Mewse, Janot, Chetnicki, Horgamo, Renkens and Kislagi, your top 8. Siivonen 9 and Dovidas Karka 10th. Josiah Natski 13th ahead of Rowan van der Moosdijk. Sander Agard Mikkelsen and Matthias van Rooij. Zachary Pichon back this weekend, of course, son of former world champion Mikael. Incidentally, Zachary Pichon coming home in 19th in race 1 yesterday. Did start, though, in 11th place, so just finding the sandy conditions pretty tough. So the final moments then for the 125 riders are all back in from their sighting lap. They would have known exactly how the track looks now then. They had a brief warm-up session this morning. First thing, of course, but good to see the sun out, because we were told that we were expecting a little bit of rain this morning, but clearly not the case. But what an impressive facility here at Assen. And fair play as well to Lee Van Dam, the CEO of the MXGP at Assen here, the organizer, for allowing us to transform the hallowed ground here of this TT circuit and much of the infield paddock area into a motocross track. There's Tim Geiser. Tim Geiser up in the skybox. Now the guy next to him is not Ryan Villapoto, but it's the Monster Energy rep from Belgium, Brahm. Good to see the crowd here as well, because a lot of people, there's Gauthier Paulin and Petar Petrov on the left in the Monster Energy hat. But the crowd, the grandstand's really starting to fill out here now. Gauthier Paulin, Team HRC, of course, he is also looking to deny Romain Febvre an opportunity at winning the title here this weekend. He drew first blood yesterday to Gauthier Paulin by beating Romain Febvre in the qualifying race. And they're up there, look, just towards the podium area, just leaning over the railing there, getting ready to watch the start of this 125 race. And the 125 riders, there's Conrad Muse just going to the line now. Riders seeming to favour more towards the middle yesterday. But then that looked like Cyril Genot there in the Monster Energy helmet, just pushing his Husqvarna more towards the inside area. Of course, it's first corner that's slightly over 90 degrees, slightly, so fairly tight going into that first corner, but it is a wide start straight as well. So if you do get a good jump, you've got a lot of space to work in as well, because where their riders come over the finish line, there's already that straight past pit lane that is an extension of the width of the start straight. There's Natski just going in there, 33, the New Zealander. It's 15 points he has to make up, 16 if he wants to win it. This European Championship in the 125 category goes down to race wins. Remember, not on overall wins. If there is a tie-break situation, there is your championship leader, Jorge Prado, a KTM Factory Junior rider. This is coming out of turn 2 towards turn 3 towards us. Now, in terms of overalls, Prado has the one, Natski has the one. In terms of race wins, Josiah Natski, number 33 there. Hopefully he's a little bit more relaxed than he was yesterday. Just took him a while to get going. Was Rev just alongside him, 172, 8th in the championship before the weekend. And he's now 10th, so he lost a lot of ground yesterday. But Prado won a race in the Netherlands, one race, 2 in Spain, won a race in Belgium, and a race yesterday. So that's 4 race wins for Jorge Prado. Natski, a win in Spain, a win in Matterley Basin, 2 wins in France, a win in Italy. He has 5 race wins. So if there is a tie, and obviously that will mean Prado not winning this race, then the win in the championship will go to Josiah Natski. But there are 25 minutes plus 2 laps ahead of the riders here. Ingo Parch, our race director, once again getting ready to signal this race under starters' orders. Petar Petrov getting ready as well to watch how this gate drops. Will it be a similar drop to yesterday, 5-6 seconds? Will it be slightly more? We are set to go here now. Ingo Parch gives the signal with a Tag Heuer 15-second board, so you can go up. Cyril Genot closest to us, 105 on that Husqvarna. He had a tough race yesterday. 5-second borders turn. And away we go. Down into turn 1, and it was Cyril Genot, I think, that grabbed the whole shot. Did he manage to hold on, though? Looks like, oh, might be a Yamaha rider actually there. It's there, Chisagi, number 3, the Italian on the TM, and through the waves. They were not that deep yesterday. We've got a couple of riders going down there. But more importantly, where is Prado? Where is Natski? Getting ready to pick them up as they come through here. Kizlagi Hogmo probably around about 8th, 9th place, something like that. So 9:19 going down. Christian Simonsen, the 29 of Sander Agard Mikkelsen as well. There's Conrad Muse, there's Renkens, there's Prado, and Natski a little bit further back. So again, outside the top 20, Josiah Natski. But both riders, Natski, there's Prado, just going through the 61. Rider down there, just in the right-hander, coming out from the pit lane area in towards the paddock area. Couldn't quite see who that was. But Prado was fast through here yesterday. Oh, it's the 502 Chetnicki. So he went from 3rd. And Prado already carving his way past 147. Miro Sievenen. And the 136, yeah, of Nude Van Krijk on the HSF Logistics KTM, but Kizlagi coming under attack, and the 24 of Kevin Hogmo takes the lead at the end of the lap. Kizlagi there in 2nd. Muse is 3rd, number 44. He'll be looking at picking up his first race win of the year. Well, Conrad Muse, remember he was disqualified or docked points for overtaking on waved yellows when he thought he'd won a race at Matchley Base in his home round. Got a 2nd in the first race there. That would have secured him the overall victory, but he's demoted to 11th, so he got a 10th place penalty. But he's right there. He was outside the top 10 in race 1 yesterday before carving his way back at the 3rd, but his main rivals are behind him in the form of Prado and Natski. Natski is in 18th place. Prado up to 7th now. So Hogmo goes through. Kizlagi there 3-2. 44, Muse in 3rd place. Rowan van der Moosdijk in 4th place. Jago Geerts is in 5th. Ruben Fernandez Garcia is in 6th as Muse goes through into 2nd on the number 44. So the KTM Factory Junior rider. Oh, Natski's down. Coming under the tunnel through the right-hander. Getting into a little bit of a fracas there with Dovidas Karka. Oh, at the end, turn 8. Oh, he went in hot and took himself out. So just over exuberant then, Josiah Natski. That's exactly what he wasn't doing yesterday, so he's decided to be a little bit more aggressive, perhaps a little too much aggressive there. And here he is now, just picking himself up. Well, I wonder how this will shake him up a little bit, because now there is absolutely nothing to lose, everything to gain. And here is Muse going around the outside of Kevin Hogmo and jumps into the lead on lap 2. So Conrad Muse then back up front. Spent a lot of time riding out in the Dutch Championships over the last few years, of course. Conrad Muse. So riding in the sand, not alien to him at all. So Muse leads then. He was the fastest rider on track at 1:37.7. Kevin Hogmo at 2nd, Kizlagi 3rd. Here is the 93 of Jago Geerts 4th. The Kawasaki of Fernandez Garcia is in 5th place. Behind them, the 39 of Rowan van der Moosdijk in 6th. And around the outside of him, number 61 here, Prado just puts it across the 39 of Rowan van der Moosdijk and carves his way up into 5th place. 6th place actually, because he's got Fernandez Garcia just ahead of him there. But we'll bring them home over the line next time around. Cyril Janot behind them in 8th place on the 105. Miro Sievenen in 9. Nude Van Krijk is 10th. Zachary Pichon being pushed down to 12th because Nathan Renkens has gone through. So as these riders get ready to cross the line, then Conrad Muse, the fastest rider on track again. Let's take a quick look at the start replay here. It wasn't a great one for Josiah Natski. But look at Chetnicki there, 5:02, hanging off the back as he tries to cut across the number 3 of Davide Kizlagi. Natski buried again. So Kevin Horgmo then still in second position here, number 24 on his KTM from Norway. Doing a great job so far. '93 of Jago Geerts going after Csilagi, the number 3 on the TM. So these two fighting over third place. Well, we've lost Fernandez Garcia as well. He's been down. He's down in 15th place now, according to our intermediate. So Garcia, Prado is now up in the 5th. Van Roosdijk 6th. Janot 7. Sievenen 8th. Van Krij 9. Renkens is 10. Pichon 11. Lesciardo, Morgan Lesciardo, the Italian on the TM, is up to 12th. 13th is Matisse Brusromic. 14th is Andrea Zanotti. 15th is Bradley Cox. And Jago Geerts trying to find his way around the outside of the number 3, and just behind them the 61 of Jorge Prado. And Csilagi still hanging on to 3rd, but it was fast around here yesterday. Was Jago Geerts, gets the drive. Will he jump longer into the waves? Yes, he does. Bounces his way through, but Csilagi just hanging on there to that 2nd place. And this playing perfectly into the hands of 61, Jorge Prado. What a performance though, as Geerts tries to go around the outside of the TM rider. Gets squeezed into the tight left. Opening back up, tabletop at the end of this straight. Will he try and get the distance? Yes, he does. And launches it into 3rd place. So Geerts now into 3rd. Number 3, Csilagi 4th. Prado 5th. But he found his way past Rowan van der Moosdijk here a couple of laps ago, and you can see how he's making his time, and he almost off the bike there, Prado. Jumping in, clearing holes that other riders aren't doing. He's making time, but it almost cost him. Watch this, he jumps his way into the corner and then just gets a wicked kick there, Jorge Prado. Just 14 years old, showing how strong he is as well. Would have been a heart-in-the-mouth moment. And in terms of his closest rival, Josiah Natski, down in 33rd. So the New Zealander, well, he can't lose 2nd in the championship, but he'll be disappointed with his performances here today and yesterday. Didn't get the starts and left himself with a lot of work to do today. Didn't make another good start. Prado just looking across as well to see exactly where Conrad Mewse is. Well, it's about a 12-second gap, 13 seconds or so between him and his teammate. In a stage like this, Mewse will be on 43 and Prado will be on 43, but if Prado goes through and finds his way past Jago Geerts ahead of him, the number 93, then of course that will give him a couple more vital points, and he will be the round winner as well as the European champion, Jorge Prado. Nice and straight on the landing. Natski still up, well, he's down in 30th place at the moment, so not going to be picking up any points here. 15.5 minutes plus 2 to go. Geerts going to the inside, going defensive. These guys now starting to hit traffic. Is that Kevin Horgmo just ahead of him? Might be. So the Norwegian, Kevin Horgmo, who's 36th in the championship, 2nd at the moment in the race. Just goes to show what a good start can do for you. Didn't score any points in Italy at Pietro Murata. There he is. Actually, 2nd place rider. Here's your race leader, Conrad Mewse. He got a 14th in the first race in the Sands in the Netherlands. Didn't go to Spain. Didn't score at Matterley Basin or in France at Villars. Didn't score in the first race in Italy in Maggiora and picked up a point. in the second race there. In Belgium, he only got a 19th. All of a sudden, Kevin Hoogmo will be gaining some decent ground here and doing a great job of hanging on to that second place. Didn't score in the first race yesterday either. He was one of the guys that found himself in a good position. 14th, got himself up to 11th, and then fell at the halfway point. But he's just been passed there, as you can see, from Thiago Geerts. Eventually, the halfway point was out of the race in 38th, so looking to end the season on a high. Number 24, Kevin Hoogmo. And just like he did a lap ago, when he found his way past Kislagi, the 83 of Thiago Geerts finds his way past Kevin Hoogmo, gets himself into second. So the 61 of Jorge Prado has got Kevin Hoogmo just ahead of him, finds a way past him, and he will go to the top of overall standings for this round here at Assen, which means he'll stand on the top step of the podium, of course. Ooh, almost out the front door there, Kevin Hoogmo. Sorry, not Hoogmo. Geerts. It might have been Hoogmo, actually, just silhouetted there as they came over the line. Definitely looked like the feet were coming off the foot pegs as he came in to land. There was a horrible little kicker on the finish line jump this morning. And Hoogmo makes a mistake. That's going to play right into the hands of Jorge Prado, who's not close enough, but he knows with Natski buried in 27th position after a poor start and a mistake. He knows he's got this title wrapped up, because Natski needs to get himself way, way, way up the leaderboard to have any impact on this championship now, because it was 15 points at the start of the day here. He'd need to get himself into 6th at best to be crowned European champion, Josiah Natski. And with 12 minutes to go, that is now looking like a very tall order indeed. Prado on the left, dives down the inside of Kevin Hoogmo. He was doubling nicely into that corner, actually, into the left yesterday. Carrying so much speed through there. Now in third. Just watch this. There was a mistake from Hoogmo a lap ago. That allowed Prado to close in, and you see Prado just doubling in, utilising the momentum to good effect, and easily finding his way through. So Prado then up to third. Conrad Muse, meanwhile, continues to lead. He is 15 seconds clear of Thiago Geerts. Jorge Prado now third. The guy in yellow just going through, Kevin Hoogmo, is in fourth. He's 4 seconds clear of Miro Sievenen. Sixth is Rowan van der Moosdijk. Seventh is Cyril Janot. Ludwig Pry is eighth. Davide Kislagi now in ninth, and Morgan Lachado 10. Matisse Brazram is 11th. Ruben Fernandez-Garcia is 12th. Zachary Pichon is in 13th place. Andrea Zanotti 14th. Bradley Cox of South Africa is 15th. Anthony Bourdon 16th. Stephen Rabini is 17th. Nathan Renkens, Marcel Koenen and Glenn Meyer round out the top 20. Just outside the points though, Nick Horston, Hardy Ruzior, Nicola Bertuzzi and Josiah Natski down in 27th place. Here's Conrad Muse on that orange KTM. We're going to pick off a couple of back markers neatly round the outside. Steve Henderson, his mechanic, handing out the board. Former mechanic to James Dobb. Nicely bouncing his way through the waves there. Just a quick tap on a back brake just to stop the suspension kicking up as well in that last one. Just drag the back brake a little bit, stop the rebound on the shot in that situation. So showing good techers there, Conrad Mewse. And I don't think he just wants to win this race. I think he just wants to win it by as far as he can. That gap, 13.5 seconds. I think he just wants to make a point here in his final race of the year. Conrad Mewse. Not sure what he's doing next year, whether he's going to be a 125 European Championship rider or if he's going to go 250. And if that's the case, which team is he going to ride for? Is he on the move, yes or no? Well, certainly putting himself in a good position here with a potential race win and a visit to the podium. The third overall. There's Kislagi, number 3, and Morgan Lasciardo. So both TM riders, number 3 and 144, battling over 9th place now. So 2 young Italians battling over a top 10 place. On a weekend that Team Italy was announced in the Motocross of Nations with a very young team, actually. Samuele Bernardini, Ivo Monticelli, and Michele Cervelin. So none of the regulars there. No Guarnieri, no Philippart, no Cairoli. Cairoli counting himself out because he wasn't sure if he would be ready in time when the team was announced. So Thomas Travasini, the team manager for Team Italy, deciding, you know what, well, if we don't have Cairoli and we look at it, yeah, we could have 2 riders, but we are going to have to start giving younger riders a chance to race in the Motocross of Nations for Team Italy, because Philippart and Guarnieri and Cairoli, they're not going to be around forever. And of course, very close as they go over the finish line, the 2 Italians there, Kislagi and Lasciardo still not through yet. Might brake hard and go up the inside at the end of the start straight, but as you can see, that line now turning into a berm, so it's very difficult to cut through there. And still not done, these 2. Oh, dragged his foot peg there. Did Lasciardo. Is that Mathis Busram just behind him? 172, yes it is, so it's a 3-way fight all of a sudden for 9th place. Kislagi doing away with the number 18, the back marker there of Jeremy Hokier in red. So going back to the Team Italy announcement, almost jumping off the side of the track there, Morgan Lasciardo saying that, yeah, needs to start giving the young riders a chance for Team Italy, because of course one of them, those 3 guys, might be called upon to race at Maggiora in the 2016 edition. And there goes Lasciardo around the outside of Kislagi in the end. So up to 9th then for the guy on the left in the multicoloured top, Morgan Lasciardo, only 15 years old. Big lad for a 15-year-old as well. Mathis Busram, 172. Trying to get the better of the Italian Davide Kislagi. Sievenen on the right in the white helmet has found his way past Prado, who takes a look over his shoulder, sees where the next attack might be coming from. So suddenly, Conrad Mewse leads in, Geertz is 2nd, Sievenen 3rd, Prado is 4th, and that will put Thiago Geertz on the top step of the podium. 44 points. Conrad Mewse will go to 2nd with his race win on 43, and Prado will be bumped down to 3rd. Same points as Conrad Mewse. So all change then on lap 11, with 5 minutes plus 2 laps to go. So Sievenen on the Diga Racing KTM. Definitely getting his head down in the second half of this race. He's the overall winner in the Netherlands, of course. The second round of the championship. Got a 2nd and a 1st there. His only podium of the year. Well, Cyril Genot Turn 10, the left-hander just getting out of shape, goes over the berm. Cyril Genot going from 6th down to 7th then, just losing 1 position in that. But 5.75, hard charging down the inside there. Taylor Hamill finding his way past Minucci. He was a fast starter yesterday, was the young Italian. His dad used to be one of the mechanics at TM in the factory days when the likes of Max Bartolini and Luigi Segui were riding there. So Alessandro Minucci just being pushed back a position, but there's Sievenen on the right-hand side. He's in 3rd place at the moment. What's the gap between him and Geertz? Well, Conrad Mewse 18 seconds clear of this rider here, number 93, on the Sarkar KTM. Jago Geertz. Then Sievenen, about 10 seconds further back in 3rd. Prado, another 5 seconds adrift in 4th. And then Knud van Krij on the HSF Logistics KTM in 5th. Kevin Horgmo has been dropped to 6th now, but still his best result of the year by far. The young Norwegian. 7th for Cyril Genot. 8th is Morgan Lachado on the TM. 9th is Ron van der Moosdijk now. And 10th is Matej Busram. Gislagi has been pushed to 11th. Fernandez Garcia is 12th. Zachary Pichon holding his own there in 13th place. He'll be pleased with that. 14th Renkens, 15 Bourdon. Marcel Koenen is 16. Glenn Meyer is 17. Bradley Cox 18. Zanotti is 19. And Hardy Ruziorg is in 20th. Josiah Natzke, of course, who did have the chance at winning this European Championship, started the weekend a point adrift of Jorge Prado, is in 23rd place. So he's made up around 10 places in the last 10 minutes or so, but already gave himself a mountain to climb, having finished 10th in race 1 yesterday to the win here of 61 Prado, who was your winner from race 1 yesterday. And his dad there just giving him the board, just letting him know everything is pretty good in terms of the championship. You're okay where you are. Here is Jorge Prado. There is a red plate underneath the sand on the front of that KTM Factory Junior machine. Of course, he's the championship leader and looking like he will be crowned. Well, he will be crowned because Natzke, as I said, even if Prado doesn't finish the race, Natzke has to finish 6th to be sure of the title. And at the moment, Natzke outside of the points, not picking up any points with 1.5 minutes to go. So Knud van Krij, 136, having a good ride in 5th place on that HSF Logistics Motorsport machine. 16th in the championship before we came here. He's gained a position this weekend. He'll move up into the top 15. Had a 5th in the sand in the Netherlands, and that is his only, no, he had an 8th actually in Belgium in race 1. And Knud van Krij yesterday finished 18th in the first race, so getting his 2nd top 10 finish, 3rd top 10 finish of the year if he stays where he is. Prado will be securing the championship, but here is Natzke, number 33. Still not giving up. Obviously, he knows that it's going to be a big ask now. He would have worked out in his head that if Prado doesn't finish, he would have needed to have got those 16 points. Remember, 25 for win, 22 for 2nd, 20 for 3rd, 18, 16, 15 points. He needed to be 6th or better. And for Josiah Natzke, 22nd now. As we said, that's not going to happen, but he cannot lose 2nd place in the championship to Maxime Renault, the Kimiya Yamaha Yamalu rider, because he is also assured of 3rd place. Not riding, broke a collarbone, didn't he, before the round in Belgium. Opted not to ride because he knew that he couldn't lose 3rd even at that stage. But Conrad Mewse will guarantee himself 4th place with the win here. There's Sievenen. He will round out the championship in 5th place ahead of Kislagi, Renkens and Glenn Meyer. Right, Renkens, where is he in the race? He is in 12th place. and Meyer in 15th place. So again, still pretty tight between those two, just 2 points. So Renkens can't afford to make any mistakes. Busram is obviously doing all he can. He's in 9th, just 4 points behind Ben Meyer. He is in 9th, so if he can find a way past Ronan van der Moosdijk and Morgan Lichardo, maybe even Kevin Horgmo, maybe that position will change. Of course, these guys, if you're inside the top 10, you're not doing too badly, of course. And Conrad Mewse over the line, 17 seconds clear of this kid here, 93. Jago Geerts, of course, he was the European champion in the 85 category last year when we had that round in Finland. Prado broke his leg in practice that day, on Saturday. So just over a year later, and Jorge Prado looking like he's going to be crowned 125 European champion. There's 105, Cyril Genot. Cyril Genot not having a good ride. Obviously been making 1 or 2 mistakes. There's Prado coming under attack now from Nude van Krij, and who goes around the outside actually. So Prado maybe just getting a little bit tired in the closing stages of this race. Put a lot into the practice and qualifying sessions yesterday, put a lot into the race yesterday. He's obviously put in a hard charge early on, and now just looking at backing it off. He knows he's got the championship wrapped up anyway because Natsuki out of the points. In fact, Natsuki now in the points in 20th position. So we're on the final lap. Well, Conrad Mewse is on the final lap, so too is Jago Geerts, but a handful of corners for this kid here, Jorge Prado, and obviously he will be taking that 1 lap board, so if he's got a problem there as well, you know. Definitely looking like he's slowing up way too much on this final lap. Well, that'll be ironic, wouldn't it? Suddenly here's Conrad Mewse just dancing his way through the deep sand here at Assen. 15, 16 seconds clear of Jago Geerts. And Prado dropping down the leaderboard. Now, all of a sudden, he's in 5th place as he comes over the line. But certainly not looking like a guy who is just tired. Jorge Prado, looking like a guy who might just have a problem. But not letting up here. Conrad Mewse. So 46.0. Now the lap times, it's 9 seconds down on what they were at the start of the race. 11 seconds down. So Geerts second, Steven in 3rd. 4th is Van Krij. Prado now 6th because Lichardo's gone through, but Conrad Mewse, though, finally gets a win in 2015. And that will it won't give him the overall, though, because this guy here, Jago Geerts, will cross the line now. He will have 2 second-place finishes, and that will give him the overall classification. He probably doesn't know it just yet, but Jago Geerts, he will do soon. And for Jago Geerts, as Prado still losing positions here, Jago Geerts, 2nd overall in Belgium, and he will round out the season with the overall win as Busram goes around the outside of Prado. Maybe he is just backing it right off. Maybe didn't want to make any mistakes. But when you're riding this slowly in this deep sand, definitely looks like a machine problem there, doesn't it, for Prado? Or maybe he's got an injury. Who knows? It's not looking like he's trying to stand up either. So I wonder if he's caught his knee or his ankle or something like that. Certainly something not right there with Prado, who gets himself into trouble there as Ruben Fernandez Garcia goes through in the final corner as well. So dramatic end then to Prado, his championship. And obviously not really celebrating there either. So Conrad Mewse wins the race. Geerts 2nd, Steven in 3rd, Van Krij 4th, Lichardo 5th, 6th for Horgmo, 7th for Busram, Fernandez 8th. Prado eventually comes home in 9th. His dad, pretty ecstatic with him as well. So maybe just the emotion getting to him, who knows, but certainly something not looking right there with Jorge Prado. So how did he do it then, Jorge Prado, the young 14-year-old Spaniard? He was 2 fourth-place finishes in Italy, a win and a second in the Netherlands, a second and a win in Spain, 6th and a 4th in Britain, 3rd and 2nd in France, 2nd and a 17th in Majora, a win and a 6th in Belgium, and he has a win and a 9th here this weekend, which gets him 3rd overall. Jorge Prado is the 125 European champion. And the celebrations going on down there. Stefan Everts obviously managing that KTM Junior factory team. His sister giving him a hug there as well. And but your overall round winner, though, is Jago Geerts. Here he is with Lisa.
Season, but you had to work really hard for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a good start and then worked my way up to second, just like the first race. But the track was really rough, so but it was very good.
Congratulations! Thank you.
Jago Geerts then gets his first win of the season, and Jorge Prado, his 125 European champion. And the celebrations going on down there. There's a few Spaniards in there as well, celebrating. But Stefan Everts, of course, managing that, but he'll be moving on next year as well. But Geerts wins the overall. Muse 2nd, Garcia 3rd, Steven and 4th, Fernandez Garcia 5th, Renkens, Lachado, Csiszlagi, Mai and Van Cry round out the top 10 positions. So it looks like it was a dramatic end for Jorge Prado. But the European Championship then finished like this. Prado on 3:08, Natski on 2:84. He came home 18th in race 2. Renault was 3rd, that couldn't be contested. 4th for Muse, Sievenen was 5th. And there you see the rest of the guys as well. So 1 or 2 gains in there as well. Jago Geerts got himself up into 11th place by the time the championship ended here. So too Rowan van der Moosdijk, himself 22nd. Good crowd here this weekend. Of course, some of them over there in the grandstands, some over on the opposite side, overlooking what would normally be pit lane for the MotoGP guys. Up in the hospitality areas, up on the top as well, on the roof terraces. Of course, if it does rain, they'll all move under the big shelter there. But it was a great atmosphere yesterday when Davy Pooches and Glenn Koldenoff both took whole shots in their qualifying races in MX2 and MXGP respectively. So if you can imagine that wall of noise that will face the riders. It looks impressive as well when you're down on the start line area and you look down towards turn 1. It does look pretty impressive. So as a little bit of work goes on at the first turn and on the jump faces, we're getting ready to go down to the podium. And podium this weekend at the final round. We have a Belgian, a Brit, and a Spaniard. So 3rd overall then this weekend. Riding for the KTM Factory Juniors. A win and a 9th this weekend. A win yesterday and 9th today. Jorge Prado. Oh, probably the first mistake he's made all year. Just getting on that 3rd step, maybe just not used to it. His teammate, Conrad Muse, 2nd overall, rounding out the season with a win in race 2. Just asking for a pair of goggles to be thrown up. And your overall winner, though, on the Sarkar KTM Jorgo Geerts putting in a decent performance this weekend. 2 solid rides for him, 2 second-place finishes, but he is a round winner. Mr. Ruziorg. Jos Vassant, the former FIM president, handing the 3rd-place trophy to Jorge Prado. Probably just tell him as well, you know, congratulations on your European Championship victory. For Jorge Prado, been on the podium all but once this year. Conrad Mewse, his first visit to the podium this year. But up to Wolfgang Schrub, the FIM Europe president, hands Jorgo Geerts his winner's trophy. His 2nd podium of the year, 2nd in Belgium, rounding out with a win today. Geert Prins, the CEO of Coil, handing Mr. Ruziorg the manufacturer's trophy today. And Eddie Hurd handing the gold plate to Jorge Prado. Can now celebrate being crowned 125 European Champion 2015. Interested to hear what his thoughts are, why he slowed so drastically. National anthem for Jorgo Geerts and Belgium as he celebrates on the podium with Conrad Mewse and the new European champion in the 125 class, Jorge Prado of Spain. And in a moment, the top 3 for the 2015 European Championship will be awarded their medals as well. Of course, we're talking Jorge Prado, who already has the gold plate, Josiah Natski of New Zealand, and Maxime Renaud, the Kimiya Yamaha Yamalube rider of France. So the atmosphere is starting to build here now at Assen. Next action on track will be the MX2 warm-up, followed by the MXGP warm-up. And then the next racing that we have on MXGP will be the 250 European Championship race. But there is Maxime Renaud. He was already crowned FIM Junior 125 World Champion earlier this year in Spain, and he was looking to try and make it a World and European Championship double, but he broke his collarbone in the week before the penultimate round in Belgium and was unable to take part there, and decided to opt out here because he knew that he couldn't lose that 3rd place. Well, Dr. Wolfgang Schrub hands him that bronze medal. So Maxime Renaud then 3rd overall, Josiah Natski 2nd overall. He'll be understandably disappointed with that because he was within a point of Jorge Prado. But then given the circumstances, of course, he got a podium last year and then got lapped in his 2nd appearance in Lommel. 2nd overall is nothing to be disappointed about for Josiah Natski, but he's a fighter. Wears his heart on his sleeve, that kid. And didn't go his way this season, but Prado, Natski and Maxime Renaud, your top 3 in the 2015 125 European Championship. And this is how it went down in race 2. Chetnicki got a great start, but so too did Kislagi on the TM. Prado was well placed, but Natski just riding a little bit too aggressive. Lost the front end as he went in on a pass on Karka. And that left him down in the 33rd position. Eventually got himself up into the points, but only picking up 1 or 2. in the end. His nearest rival, though, Jorge Prado, was on the charge, chasing down Iago Geerts, who made this pass on Kevin Horgmo to get himself into second. Prado was right there in fourth place, just keeping a watching eye on everything that was going on. Prado then seized his opportunity to go third. It was his teammate Conrad Mewse who was leading at that stage of the race. Massively in front he was. Conrad Mewse looking to pick up his first race win and first podium of 2015, and he was doing a pretty good job as well, just getting his head down and winning by an eventual 17 seconds in the end. Cyril Genot, probably not the first time he made a mistake during a race. Didn't score in race 2. But in the closing stages, Prado started to slow up just a little bit too much, and eventually he would cross the line in 9th place as Nu Dan Cry got ready to make his way past the number 61. But Conrad Mewse did come over the line to win. Iago Geerts was second, Sievenen was third. And here's Lisa.
Jorge Prado, you are the 125 European champion. Dramatic end to your season, though. What happened in that last lap?
Yeah, I don't know. I had some problems, and yeah, you know, I need to go a little bit slower so I can finish the race. And yeah, now I'm European champion.
What does it feel like to have that gold plate in your hand?
It's amazing. I didn't expect this in the beginning of the year, but yeah, I'm really happy.
Huge congratulations. Thank you. Josiah Natski, second overall. Congratulations. I know probably a bittersweet feeling for you. You went down in that second race, but you are second overall with the silver medal.
Yeah, I had a tough weekend. Bad starts and mistakes by me. The better man won. Congratulations to Jorge. He definitely deserved it, even though that really hurts inside to say that, but is what it is. And yeah, massive thanks to everyone who's helped me get here. My mum for coming and supporting me. Everyone back home that's helped me get here, and Stefan Everts for believing me, and just everyone, my family, my friends, and everyone supporting me. Thank you.
Huge congratulations. Thank you, Josiah. Maxime Renaud, third overall in the championship. Smiles all round. I know you had a broken collarbone, but that didn't really affect you too much. You missed Lommel, but you're back this weekend.
Yes, I'm a little bit disappointed with this broken, and I'm proud of my season because I'm world champion, but I'm a little bit disappointed to don't have the title European, but it's okay. George are a very good rider, and I'm happy for him to this winning this weekend.
Thank you, Maxime. Congratulations.
So the championship then, the top 3 riders there. Jorge Prado, your overall winner. In the end, a comfortable margin over Josiah Natski, and you saw how disappointed Josiah Natski was. He said his starts let him down, and even though he had to congratulate his main rival, heard him to say it, but put on a brave face to be interviewed there. But in terms of the overall round this weekend, of course, third overall Jorge Prado, second overall Conrad Mewse. Iago Geerts taking his first win of the year with 2 second-place finishes. For the championship, Jorge Prado, Josiah Natski, and Maxime Renaud finished as it started before the weekend even began. So that's it for now. We're going to take a break for about 50 minutes or so. Join us when we return for EMX 250 Race 2. It really is starting to build here. See you then.